Relocation buyers. This one is for agent community. Hi, my name is Roxanne Govari with Pemberley Realty here in San Diego, California, along with my partner, Santiago Guerin. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you're coming in later on, if you're coming in live, welcome to have you guys and looking to learn something new today and, you know, become a better agent. So,
Become a better agent.
yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about relocation buyers. Okay. And relocation buyers could be somebody that relocates for a job, somebody that relocates because they're retiring, somebody who is relocating with the military. And so there could be many different reasons for relocation. So let's talk about military because we are here in San Diego. We're a huge military town,
Yeah.
and the military has a mandate of moving around I believe, every 4 years. So if that's the case, then they're constantly moving. And as real estate professionals, we are there to help them make those moves.
And also, I kind of want to throw this in there. I mean, it's relocation buyers, not just for when they're coming here for San Diego, but try and also build that relationship for those that are leaving San Diego, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes, because you want to be on both sides of the transaction. You want to be on the sides of people coming in, and you also want to be on the side of people leaving San Diego. And so one of those so as if you're working relocation, if you're an agent and you're trying to build relocation business as part of your business plan, you definitely want to connect with agents from other towns where there's a lot of exchanges between your town and their town. For
Yeah.
example, Virginia Beach is a large military community. Or for example, Colorado Springs is also a large military community. DC is a large military community. So these are basically points of people moving in and out of different bases. So if you partner up with agents out of these towns, then you basically have a fast track to be on the radar of agents that might have connections with uh, people that are moving into San Diego or out of San Diego. Another one of those places is Honolulu, Hawaii. There's also a lot of exchanges between San Diego and
Yeah.
Hawaii military bases that you can connect with a lot of agents out of those areas and build relationships. And so when there's time to send their clients off to San Diego or have their clients leave San Diego, then you have the opportunity to be right in front of them. So
Yeah.
that's as far as military relocation. Now, now let's talk about actually showing property to out of area buyers. So I actually think that now with
Video tours, yeah, and
video,
video calls.
you have a good chance of actually showing property to potential buyers that are not local, and we actually have done a number of those sales, right?
Yeah, we have.
Right. So as far as using virtual tours, as far as using FaceTime showings, those are really, really good ways to actually get in contact with your buyers and show them around. Let's also talk about relocation packages. Any ideas that you have that you can share about relocation packages?
Packages. That's I don't think I've heard that one before.
So, relocation packages is basically when you're, if you really want to go above and beyond, then you would put a package together for a buyer that would come into town, and you really want to get them around and show them around. So you could, for example, if you want to show them around San Diego, where are some of the places that you can think of that you could take them to make them be familiar with our town?
I mean, you would probably try and be near their areas, so wherever they're gonna be, stationed. If it's, I mean, there's a lot of places. I mean, you would probably show downtown if you want. You can maybe do some more like suburb, like Carmel Valley,
Mhm.
Rancho Bernardo area. If you want a little bit something more old school, kind of, you know, more older homes, you can go, this area like Bankers Hill, University Heights, all these areas. So I feel kind of those are the big players. Maybe if they want beach, then you can maybe say La Jolla, Del Mar, so a little bit more.
And you can, you can basically throw in, for example, if they're coming into town now, you can get them two tickets to go to ballpark and
Yeah,
look at that area. You can get them a couple of different, either coupons or gift certificates to, different restaurants and all throughout the San Diego County, right? So this way they get to be familiar with, let's take them. You can take them from
yeah.
Alpine
To
on
the beach.
County all the way to PB by the beach, all the way to Oceanside. Just so that you're basically giving them a choice of different areas to explore to figure out where they would like to live and land, right? Um,
Yep.
and what about schools, commute times, and lifestyle preferences? What would you do in terms of you know um, showing them some of those?
Well, I mean, like we've talked in the previous video that we did lifestyle wise, that the downtown areas is good. You know, coastal areas are super nice, maybe a little bit more expensive. Downtown would probably be, the go-to place for me if you want, a lot of activity and things going on.
Usually, when I'm talking to an out of area buyer, I'm talking to them about, are you single? Are you are or do you have a partner? Do you have kids? Do you, what age range are you in? Do you need to be, what's your budget? Do you want to be in a place that has HOA fees? Do you want to be in a place that doesn't have HOA fees? Do you want to be in a place where is newer? Do you want to be in a or you do you want to be in a historic home? Because knowing San Diego and knowing different parts of San Diego is really, really important, right? Because
And, and I think there's a lot of options for every type of buyer. There's everything here in San Diego. You can get like, suburbs areas to more condo living to townhomes to, you know, every, every taste you kind of have it here in San Diego. So I'd feel it'll be smart to get those points that they want for their home and, kind of go from there.
there was a community that I visited a couple of weeks ago, and the community was in Valley Center. And let me pull up Valley Center too, so that we can talk about that, because the community was really, really attractive and beautiful. I really liked it, and it was basically single family homes, and and Valley Center is pretty much on the east side, northeast side of Escondido. So let me share and talk about that area, just so that we can discuss it. Um, Let me take us to Valley Center, and so Valley Center, as you can see. Um, Okay, so there's Escondido, and so let's zoom out even more just to talk about where we're at. So if we're talking about downtown San Diego, we're talking about this is downtown San Diego, right where you get where
Yeah.
I'm hovering around, and so this is Escondido. And then from Escondido, you got Valley Center, which is to the northeast of Escondido. And Valley Center mostly is rural and suburbia, but there's a community that they're building there, and when you buy the property there, they give you a wagon that you can just basically carry your stuff in the wagon. And the community has two or three different community centers, through two or three different pool areas. They have recreation areas, they have parks, and they have a basketball court, they have a tennis court, they have a pickleball court, and it's a really really nice community. And as you can see, you're surrounded by mountains, so it's really really nice. And so you can, let's say you put yourself out there as a relocation specialist in Valley Center. Then you also are looking at a lot of military, for example, military buyers coming into the area, and you have the Valley View Casino and Hotel, so you can also work with investors to try to get something that they can rent out to as an Airbnb, because if somebody wants to go to the casino, then you can help them get there, or even to work with some of the developers up there
Yeah.
to help the developers sell their properties, and maybe also to get familiar with them and see if they would refer you some of the sellers that they get to their community, so that you can sell those homes and then help the buyers buy into the developers' new construction projects. So
And what are some tactics that you would use to basically, reach out to these developers and to get them to know you, to maybe reach out to you for business? What are some ways that you can do that?
at the end of the day, everything comes down to relationships, right? So and relationships basically means that you have to set up some sort of a schedule where you're visiting them on a regular basis. Let's say if your rotation is every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks, but you actually have a rotation where you're visiting these people on a regular basis, so that they see you. Sometimes you get a one time and done kind of a thing,
Yeah.
because somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I'm here, and my name is Roxanne, and I work with Pemberley Real, and please give me your business if you have it." And then they go away, and you never see them again. Well, what
Yeah.
are the chances of you actually working with somebody like that? Because if that's the case, then they're not going to be able to. They won't even remember you probably. So you have to have a rotation of reaching out to these people on a regular basis,
Mhm.
and getting yourself in front of them, remind them of who you are, remind them of getting together with you, and those are some of those benefits. And you're on mute now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, being consistent in those, you know, when you're going to see these developers is probably the most important thing. I mean,
Yep.
you want them to recognize you, to basically know that when you come in, they know that, you know, that
You
you're
are.
coming in. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, that's some of those tactics. And then one of the things that we also talk about being the most reliable. You're always answering your phone. You're quick to respond to people's messages. You basically stand by your word so that people can rely on you and know that you're good at what you do, and
Yeah.
they can trust you, and they can make sure that you do what you say you do. So um, setting expectations and actually fulfilling those expectations goes a long way.
And what about like military community? How can you get in front of the military community for relocation?
One tactic that one of our um, agent members was using, that I think was very effective, was actually going on Facebook and going through the friends and friends of the friends, and basically seeing who looks like they're in the military, and then reach out to them and say, hey, are you in the area? Are you are you moving or selling? Is there anything that I can help you? And basically using those connections that you already have on Facebook, and create new relationships, create new conversations, send them a DM on Messenger, and start talking to them, and build relationships. At the end of the day, our business is all about setting up relationships and nurturing those relationships in order to make them to be effective and turn into business.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that those are probably the. I mean, is there? What about, what about not military, or how about people, out there that are coming? Do people go on Facebook to ask, like, hey, I need an agent in San Diego. I'm moving down there. Like, how does that work? How can you get, or how can you market yourself towards those? Not, let's say, no military, or, just for the public in general. If you don't want to just go in the route of military relocation.
So we talked about agent business. We talked about military relocations. You also have relocation companies that you can reach out to. Bigger companies that work with different companies to actually move their people back and forth. You can also work with relocation companies. You can reach out to managers within HR departments of other companies, and say, hey, I'm an agent here in San Diego, and if you have people moving in and out of San Diego, the HR people are the people that are in the know about those moves, right? So you can reach out to those people. You can get to know them, build relationships, and then they are the ones that are in the know about who's coming in and who's going out of the company,
I
uh,
see.
and
Yeah,
uh, and to basically help you establish those relationships and get those referrals rolled over.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, the best source, be on the internet. Put your information out on Google. Put your information on YouTube. Put your information on other social media, and basically advertise yourself as being a relocation specialist, somebody that knows your town inside and out, as well as has other contacts outside of the area that uh, you know uh, can uh, can work for people coming in and out of town.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, those are great points. Those are great points. And getting started is the first step. Getting out there. You
That's
know.
right. Getting started is the first step, and the most important step.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, then let's also, speaking of relocation, we are realtors here in San Diego, and if you are thinking of buying or selling in San Diego, you can reach out to us as well. This is one of those ways that we also generate out of area buyers or sellers. So if you are thinking of buying or selling within San Diego or anywhere in the U.S., you can reach out to me. There's my phone number. You can reach out to Santiago, my partner. There's his
Nice.
phone number. You can reach out to us on Instagram if you like that platform better, or you can reach out on Facebook. You can send us an email, or you can reach us on our website.
Yep, we're all over the place. So whichever method is your favorite or best to use, you can use it. We'll be, answering the phone, answering the email, answering you on social media. We'll be there. Make sure to leave us a thumbs up. Don't be scared to reach out. We're here to help you in whatever it is. If it's, as an agent, need any advice, we're here to help. So, yep, and that's pretty much all I got for them today. So, great topic. We learned something new this week, and we'll have something new next week. So,
There we go. Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for joining us, and make it a great day. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe if you are watching us on YouTube. And make it a great day.
bye everyone.